Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am your science teacher from IYS schooling system, and I am going to teach science class 8 unit number 2, sensitivity in living organisms. Our today's topic is excretion and our subtopic is excretory system in human. Before going forward, I want to say something. Keep your science book with you and take screenshots of each slide which will be shared with you. Now students, we come to the topic. As I said, our today's topic is excretory system in human being. But first, I will define the term excretion. Excretion is the removal of waste substances from the body is called excretion. Removal of waste substances from the body is called excretion. It is the process by which metabolic waste products and toxic materials are removed from the body. It is the process by which metabolic waste products and the toxic materials are removed from the body. In this definition, you observe a term metabolic waste. What are these metabolic waste? Metabolic waste are the waste products which are produced by chemical activities. These chemical activities are called metabolism. What is metabolism and how it occurs, how the metabolism takes place? Actually, our body performs various functions, various activities, and during these functions, many chemical changes go on inside the cell. The sum of these chemical changes that go on in the body cells are called metabolism. These chemical changes are of two types. In first type, simpler substances are built up to form complex substances. And this type of chemical changes are called anabolism. For example, this occurs in all types of living things. For example, plants and animals both. The example of this anabolism is photosynthesis in plants, in which plants use carbon dioxide, hydrogen, and carbon and make carbohydrates. And the second example of this anabolism is making glycogen from the glucose. When the glucose make the glycogen, which is stored in the liver, and when it is needed, our body use this glucose. So, the activities in which simple substances are built up to form complex substances are called anabolism, and the second type of activities are the activities in which breaking down of complex substances into simpler substances takes place. This type of activities are called catabolism. In the catabolism, the breaking of complex substances into simpler substances take place. For example, deamination of protein to form urea. In this activity, protein is broken down into nitrogenous compounds into nitrogen to form urea. These activities are called metabolism, means the sum of the catabolism and the anabolism. The sum of both these activities are called metabolism. And due to these activities, waste substances are produced, and these waste substances are very harmful. And if allowed to accumulate in the body, they are very harmful, they are poisonous. So they must be removed from the body. They are removed from the body through different ways. The organs of excretion in our body are kidneys, lungs, and the skin. Kidneys excrete waste products, example urea and uric acid in the form of urine. And the lungs excrete carbon dioxide as well as water vapors when we breathe out in the process of respiration. Lungs excrete carbon dioxide and water vapors. And the third organ which is involved to remove the waste substances from our body is called skin. Skin remove excess salt and water in the form of sweat through minute pores present in the skin. So these are the organs in our body: kidneys, lungs and skin, which remove waste products from our body. Okay, now we come to our main topic, our subtopic, excretory system in human beings. Students, you can see the slide. This is the picture of human excretory system. And what are the organs of excretory system? You can see in the slide. Human excretory system consists of a pair of kidney, renal arteries, renal veins, a pair of ureter, means right ureter and the left ureter, urinary bladder and the urethra. What are the organs of excretion in human being? A pair of kidney, ureter, urinary bladder and the urethra. What is the external structure of kidney? The kidneys are two bean-shaped structures, bean-shaped organs found in the vertebrates. In humans, the kidneys are located high in the abdominal cavity. They are attached to the dorsal side, and each kidney is found on each side of the spine or vertebral column. What is the size of kidney in adults, humans? They are about 12 centimeter in length or 4.5 inches in length. In adults, humans, the size of kidneys are about 12 centimeters or 4.5 inches in length. From where they receive the blood. As I said, in our body, there is a system of blood vessels. These blood vessels carry blood away from the heart and take blood back to the heart. They carry the blood to the organ and then organ to the heart. The blood vessels which carry the blood to the kidney are called renal arteries. Kidneys receive blood from the paired renal arteries and the blood exits into the paired renal vein. Now, each kidney is attached to a ureter. These are the smaller tubes, narrow tubes, which arise on the each side on the depressed side, concave side of the kidney. You can see in the picture, students, kidney has a concave side which faces the vertebral column. This concave side has a depression. This depression has a groove, and this depression is called hilus. From hilus, renal arteries and renal veins are attached, and the ureter arises from this hilus. This is the depression which is found on the concave side of the kidney and faces to the vertebral column. This is the depression. I will show this depression, this one and this one. This is called hilus, and you can see from this hilus, ureter, renal artery and the renal vein are attached. Then this ureter goes down to the urinary bladder. This urinary bladder is a bag-like or elastic structure. At the lower side of this bladder is an opening which is called urethra. The urine passed out from this urethra and passes out of the body. This is an opening of the urinary bladder. Now we will move to the internal parts of the kidney. Okay, you can see the picture of the kidney in the slide. If you take the vertical section, if you take the longitudinal section of kidney, you can see these parts. The outer part of the kidney, yes, you can see here, the outer part of the kidney is called the cortex. This whole part is called cortex. This is darker red in color. Okay, now the inner part of the kidney, this one. This is the inner part of the kidney. This is called medulla. Okay, outer part of the kidney is darker red in color, and the inner part of the kidney, you can see it is yellowish red in color. And this inner part is called medulla. Medulla has 12 to 16 conical structures which are called pyramids. Medulla, which is the inner part of the kidney, has 12 to 16 conical structures which are called cortex. Now we will move to the outer part of the kidney. The outer part of the kidney, which is called the cortex, it contains millions of tiny tubes called the nephron. Yes, you can see the nephron. This is nephron. This is the nephron, and these are millions in number. They are found in the kidney. The nephron is the structural and functional unit of the kidney, and you can see each nephron begins with a cup-shaped structure called Bowman's capsule. This structure is called Bowman's capsule, which contains a bunch of capillaries. Yes, in the cup-shaped structure, in the center of this cup-shaped structure, you can see the bunch of capillaries. The bunch of capillaries are called glomerulus. Okay, this is the internal structure of the kidney. The outer part of the kidney, which is darker red in color, is called the cortex, and the inner part of the kidney, which is lighter yellow red in color, is called the medulla. Medulla contains 12 to 16 conical structures which are called pyramids, and the cortex contain millions of tiny tubes which are called the nephron. Each nephron begins with a cup-shaped structure which is called Bowman's capsule, and Bowman's capsule is surrounded by bunch of blood capillaries which are called glomerulus. Actually, the nephron is the functional or structural unit of the kidney. And what is the function of the kidney? Kidney filter the blood, and the filtration of blood, the process of filtration is done in this part, in the nephron. Okay, this is the internal structure of kidney. Now come to the process of excretion. As I shared that the blood reaches to the kidney with the renal arteries. The blood vessels which are responsible to take the blood in the kidneys are called renal arteries. When the blood reaches to the kidney, the blood flows through the capillaries. This process is continued in 5 steps. As the blood flows through the capillaries, the substance such as water and dissolved salts, the substance that are water and dissolved salts, are filtered when they pass into the Bowman's capsule. What is the purpose of Bowman's capsule? Bowman's capsule filter out the water and the salts. In second step, large molecules like proteins cannot pass through capillary walls because their size is large. So they left in the blood. In the third step, some useful substances such as glucose, which have got through, is reabsorbed into the capillaries because our body needs this glucose. In the fourth step, the rest of the liquid passes down along the long loop part of the nephron. This is the structure of nephron, students. Yes, you can see it is the nephron, and this is the long loop part. Yes, this is the long loop part of the nephron. This is whole process of excretion. Rest of the liquid passes down along the long loop part of the nephron where water is reabsorbed. Here, water is reabsorbed by the capillaries because our body needs this water. In the final step, nephron now contain a solution of waste materials such as urea. This is a waste material. This solution is called urine. A solution is in the left. In the last step, a solution is in left in nephron, and this solution contains waste materials like urea. It goes through collecting ducts and ureter to the bladder. These waste substances go to the ureter and collecting duct and enter in the urinary bladder. Here, it is stored for some time, and when the bladder is full, they pass out of the body through the urethra. I will repeat the whole process again. Okay? Process of filtration is continued in 5 steps. In first step, when the blood flows through the capillaries, when it reaches to the kidney, blood flows through the capillaries, and the substances like water and salt are filtered when they pass into the woman's capsule. Large molecules like proteins cannot pass through the capillary walls. They left in the blood. Some useful substances such as glucose, which have got through because they are useful, is reabsorbed in the blood capillaries because our body needs them. Rest of the liquid passes down along the long loop part of the nephron where water is absorbed by the capillaries because our body needs this water. In the fifth step, nephron now contain a solution of waste material. Only the waste materials are left in the nephron, and they waste materials make a solution. These waste materials, for example, urea is the waste material which is found in this solution. Now, this solution is called urine, and this solution goes through collecting ducts and ureter to the urinary bladder. Here it is stored for some time and passes out of the body through the opening urethra. Now, the kidney diseases. Our kidney needs enough water to work properly. Otherwise, it cannot perform its function properly. We must drink 6 to 8 glasses of water a day to stay healthy. Okay? There are several diseases which affect the kidneys. These infections can cause swelling of the kidney. Obstruction of urine flow means the slow rate of urine flow or reduction of blood flow into the kidneys. These disorders can cause kidneys to fail, and when this happens, dangerous level of urea, the level of urea increases. The dangerous level of urea and other waste materials can accumulate in the blood. This can lead to death. Okay? And these diseases can cause kidney to fail. Another problem with refer to the kidney is kidney stones. Kidney stones are formed from the crystals of calcium, magnesium, and uric acid that separate from the urine and deposited in kidney walls. If they break and lose, so they pass out of the body with urine without any pain. But if they become large, these larger stones damage the kidney tissues and cause severe pain. Doctors suggest surgery, and they also break the stones by sound waves. It is the cure of breaking down these stones. Okay. Now, the kidney dialysis, students, you can see the picture of two kidneys. One is the normal kidney and other one is the diseased kidney. You can see the both of the kidney are different in length. A healthy kidney is of proper size and low urine protein, while the diseased kidney, it has granular surface due to the disease and decrease the function. It is smaller in size and it has high rate of urine protein. Okay. Now we will move kidney machines. It is also called dialysis machines. What happens in the dialysis machine? Sometimes kidney cannot filter the blood properly. Then the patient can be treated with dialysis or kidney machine. Dialysis is a process in which the urine is filtered outside of the kidney. It plays a role of kidney and remove the waste substances from the blood. How this process occurs? It receives the blood through a tube connected to an artery. It receives the blood through a tube which is connected to an artery of the patient. Blood flows through the artery in dialysing tubing, which allow small molecules like urea and glucose to allow urea and glucose to pass through it walls and clean the blood. Then this clean blood return back through the tube connected to the vein. This process occur in the dialysis tubing and filtration of blood is occur outside of the kidney. What happens? Blood flows through dialysis tubing which allow smaller molecules like urea and glucose to pass through its walls and separate it out. Then the clean blood, when the blood is clean, the clean blood return back through tube connected to the vein. Patients have to be treated on a kidney machine 2 or 3 times in a week. Now we come to the kidney transplant. In some patients, there is only one hope for survival. And what is it? Receiving a healthy kidney from other person. It is a better and long-term solution of kidney failure. It involves removing diseased kidney and replacing it with a healthy kidney, which is donated by a close relative or identical twin, because it should be matched for the patients. How it occurs, how it passes out? It involves removing diseased kidney and replacing it with a healthy kidney donated by a close relative or identical twin. Kidney transplant have been the most successful in all the organ transplant operation. You know that other transplant operations are being out just like heart transplant, just like liver transplant, but the kidney transplant have been the most successful in all the organs transplant in the operation. Okay, now I want to share some interesting facts that are our kidney receive 1.2 liters of blood per minute to filter. How much? 1.2 liters of blood per minute to filter. How much liters blood we have? An adult person have 5 liters of blood approximately, and our kidneys receive 1.2 liters of blood per minute to filter. The second interesting fact about the kidneys are our kidney contains 2.5 billions of tiny filters which help to clean the blood. How much? 2.5 billion, 25 lakhs tiny filters, tiny tubes which are called nephron, and they help to clean the blood. Okay, students. Now it's time to share the homework home task slide. You see the slide. I will read the questions and guide you about the answers. Question number 1. Define the term excretion. Explain the parts of kidney. Answer is given on page number 16. Question number 2. Describe the process of excretion. Answer is given on page number 16 and 17. Question number 3. Explain the diseases of kidney in one paragraph. Answer is given on page number 17. Question number 4. Write down the treatment of the following for kidney diseases. Number 1, dialysis, and number 2, kidney transplant. Question number 5. Draw and label the following diagrams. Number 1, a nephron. Number 2, vertical section of kidney. And number 3, these are the diagrams which you will draw. And after that, you will complete all the book exercises which are given on page number 18 and 19. Again, I am repeating the home task. Question 1, define excretion and explain parts of kidney. Question number 2, describe the process of excretion. Question number 3, explain the diseases of kidney in one paragraph. Question number 4, write down the treatment of the following for kidney diseases: dialysis and kidney transplant. And question number 5 is diagram drawing question. You will draw 2 diagrams with labeling. Number 1 is nephron and number 2 vertical section of kidney. And after completing these questions, you will complete the book exercises which are given on page number 18 and 19. Okay, students, it's all over for today. Take care of you, and it's time to say Allah Hafiz.